In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 decks for October in Clash Royale. These decks are all super exciting for me to showcase because they all have different playstyles, meaning every single one of you guys watching this video today should find a deck today to fall in love with and absolutely crush on ladder, whether that be in a classic challenge and ladder or trying to get to that next arena. Guys, they will all be here for you, so I'm really excited to share these decks with you guys today. And just before we get into deck number 1, I do want to say make sure to go ahead and toss in code Diddy in the shop if you'd like to support the channel, and subscribe if you are new here. Guys, let's get into deck number 1. So as you see here today, the deck number 1 that we are going to be showcasing is the Royal Hogs and Cannon Card deck with the Skeleton Dragons and Mother Witch. This deck you might not recognize, but it is actually a very new deck that is taking over the current meta because the Fireball counters so many other decks. The Cannon Card is incredibly underrated and powerful in Clash Royale. I would argue a top 5, top 10 card in the entire game right now. Mother Witch, of course, can give you so much value, and the Goblin Cage defensively is also excellent to have, guys. So lots of good answers this deck has, and then obviously with the Royal Hogs being so strong, if I were your win condition, you're going to be sitting in a great spot, guys. So let's go ahead and search for game number 1. And like I said, we're going to go over the play styles of these decks. So if you aren't sure how to play them, if you aren't sure if you have need card substitutions, comment down below anything you might need, and I will do my best to try and answer all you guys' questions. So let's get after it though. Queuing up for match number 1, we have found a game. Lucas, good luck, man. He's going to need it because this deck is crazy, guys. So you have the Fireball, you have the Log, some pretty standard spells. In the playstyle of this deck, if you have the Goblin Cage first, then you are definitely going to want to go for that first play. It's a solid first play, and you want to normally just see what your opponent has in terms of counters for your Royal Hogs. That is the most important thing. Defensively, you're going to be sitting all right in most cases, but in terms of how you're going to get tower damage, that is going to be your biggest thing you need to understand and try and find, guys. So let's go ahead, go with a Log here, and that'll just basically knock the Executioner back. I'm hoping these Skeleton Dragons can put some work in, but he did just go with his Executioner, guys, so we're going to go ahead and go with our Cannon Card here. We see the Ice Spirit. Will he force out any more Elixir on this Cannon Card? I'm hoping so, but we do see a Hog Rider, guys. All these Goblins coming in as well. The Cannon Card actually will be able to help out with this Hog Rider because we actually pulled it over, and the Hog Rider gets no hits there, and we are going to go ahead and go with our Royal Hogs. Now, this would probably bait out a Valkyrie if I had to guess, but he does NATO it, and Rockets, but the Rocket is on top of our Cannon Card, guys. I don't think he could have possibly hit both of them, so that is going to be towered down for game number 1 instantly. I mean, he's just getting overrun. You can see how the Cannon Cart putting on that pressure really caused him to panic. Even if he went for like a tank on our Cannon Cart, like his Executioner or Valkyrie, we already know that that wouldn't have been enough, but he did certainly try, and I think this might be game over. We're going to go ahead and say good game here. I think he's probably given up after that. That was a very rough little interaction to watch, but wow, game over, Lucas. Sorry that we had to do that to you, but deck number 1 coming out fast and furious, and literally we're going to 3-con our opponent in the first 2 minutes of this battle. Awesome stuff there, guys. That was an excellent performance of this deck. Obviously, he did have a really big misplay there, but overall, it's not a very hard deck to play, and as long as you understand the playstyle, guys, you will be absolutely finding a lot of success with this deck. It's an incredibly strong one in the current meta. So starting things off quick here, that has been deck number 1. Deck number 2 today is going to be the P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam, guys, and with this deck, you do have the Fireball, you have the Zap, and you can also toss in the Barbarian Bale if you would like. I've been running it with the Zap, obviously, because there's so much Inferno Dragon in this current meta. You gotta be careful, along with the Inferno Tower, obviously. With Log Bait, sometimes the extra Zap spell can certainly help if your Electro is getting taken down, but without that, I mean, you have the Magic Archer, you have Bandit and Rogos to apply constant pressure, making this deck incredibly strong, especially if the player is using it right, because obviously these cards are not necessarily good on their own, but together they can create really awesome pushes that can make it super difficult for your opponent to defend, guys. Alright, guys, we find David here. Let's go ahead and go with our Royal Ghost. He's going with Archers in the back. Is this going to be an Expo matchup? It very well could be, guys. He doesn't realize that the Tesla there is not going to do anything, so he's forced to play a bunch of Elixir. And holy moly, guys, what we're going to have to do here is hope he goes for an Expo right lane. If he does, we will certainly just make sure we take his tower on the left, and then we should be all good. When you're playing Expo, as long as you take a tower, you're in a really solid spot, guys. So let's see what he's going to do here. We do see the Expo come down, so we're going to go for a Bandit. We're going to go ahead and see if we can Magic Archer this, because the Bandit and Magic Archer will do some work here. We do see the Fireball. That's an incredibly valuable Fireball there, but we do get a little bit of damage off with that Bandit, which you, of course, love to see. Let's go ahead, go with our Royal Ghost, guys, just to try and kill this Knight, and he definitely might have his Expo back in the cycle, so we gotta certainly be careful if he has a bunch more Elixir than us, how we are going to obviously defend this. Let's go ahead and go with our Battle Ram, honestly, because we want to force out as much Elixir as possible, so then he cannot get his Expo down, guys. The Battle Ram nearly connects, it kind of will, and the Royal Ghost and Barbs are on his tower, guys, doing so much damage. That little play right there is massive, because I think without that, he probably would have been able to get a bunch of elixir down, and we're gonna go ahead and bandit this as well. Will the bandit be able to dash here? Not onto the expo, as long as he doesn't take our tower here. I'm honestly feeling okay about this, guys. I think he will not be able to take our tower with that expo. We did a lot of damage there, and as long as we can keep on fireballing his tower, we are going to be in a good spot. Let's go. All right, David, what you got in store for us? Is there anything else he can do here, guys? Obviously, he can spell cycle to get our tower down, but taking one tower is not going to be enough for him, so we will see what's going on. Let's go ahead and go with our Royal Ghost, guys. We're probably going to see something here. If he goes with a Knight, we can 100% Magic Archer to take this guy's tower down, but the Tesla comes down, and that will be a tower down, which when you're going against Expo, like I said, guys, that is really, really something you want to see. Going against Expo, obviously, you got to be very careful, and now we can literally P.E.K.K.A on top of his Expo. This Expo is entirely dead, guys. Nothing he can do there. Obviously, that P.E.K.K.A is just going to get so much value for us. We go with our Battle Ram. We go with this. We're going to get ready to go here in case he goes anything else, but the Bandit's going to do some work here. He goes with the Tesla. What's going to need to happen, guys, is we go with our EU, we go with our Bandit. The Magic Archer will help kill these archers, and that is going to be overall an overwhelming win there, guys. I think there's not much he can do here. The P.E.K.K.A, the Royal Ghost, the Battle Ram, it's all coming down. Obviously, I guess he can keep playing it out, but this is over. I don't think there's any way for him to stop what's happening right now, guys. As you see here, absolutely crushing the Bandit, the Magic Archer, all the skeletons, guys. They will all go down here, and with only 1,000 HP left on his King Tower, will we be able to finish it off? We will for game number 2. 2 3 crowns in a row with both starting decks so far. You see the power of them. Obviously, that wasn't even necessarily our matchup, but a certainly good way of playing it. So if you guys do have that matchup, you know exactly what to do. Awesome match there, sir, and that was a great game. Hopping into deck number 3, we have some more Royal Hogs action. This has been a top deck for a little while, ever since the Royal Hogs got buffed, because they're obviously so strong, and with this deck, it is more of a control deck. Over time, you want to overrun your opponent, go with the slow roll, absolute crazy double lane push, and that will ultimately destroy so many decks, guys. So let's go ahead, play this one out, and with this deck, obviously defensively, you have pretty much every answer you'll ever need. So as long as you're playing slow and can survive until 2 times elixir without losing too much towers, then you are going to be all set to go. Let's see what's going on with our first opponent. Neymar gives us the good luck and thumbs up. I really appreciate that, dude. Let's go ahead and go with our Bar Barrel first play. This you can certainly afford to do, especially since you have arrows and fireball if they do go with that Goblin Barrel, but we do see a Bandit. Let's go ahead and Flying Machine this, guys. The Bandit hopefully will get taken down here by our Flying Machine, and if he goes with anything else, it might be an overcommitment. Bandit goes down, the Flying Machine's going across, and that is a beautiful little event there. Let's go ahead and honestly go with our Zappies. I would go with the Goblin Brawler, but we do want to kind of save that in case he does have some sort of Hog Rider. But we do see a Magic Archer. All right, cool. That is what we like, guys. Is this a P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam deck? I would be intrigued if it was. I think this is certainly going to be an interesting fight. If so, let's find out what Neymar has in store, guys. Can we see? Okay, nice. This is why we saved our Goblin Cage. So we're going to be chilling. We're going to be absolutely all right here. Goblin Cage will, of course, destroy all of this, and if he goes into anything crazy, we do have answers, guys. We have so many spells in this deck. The triple spell is obviously something a lot of people really are not ready for, and we might see if he goes with a P.E.K.K.A here, things might get a little crazy, but I'm guessing he's going to just try and defend. The zap spell there might have been a little bit over commitment, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's go ahead and go with this. We'll go ahead and honestly hide our Royal Hogs for now. Although the poison's going to be solid, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and arrow those minions, guys. Will this Flying Machine be able to lock on? It will. Oh, no, it dies to the poison. I spoke too soon. Flying Machine does go down. And what we will do is go ahead and Bar Barrel this. But as you see there, both of his towers are getting tagged up. We're deploying the Bar Barrel there as soon as the Bandit's feet hit the other side of the bridge. Therefore, the timing will be beautiful. And what we can do is go ahead and Zappies this. We know he's got the poison, and the Zappies here, instead of the Goblin Bar, will be excellent. They'll just completely stun all of these barbs. That's going to be awesome for us. And then we can maybe go for some Royal Hogs of our own. We know he's got the Electro Wizard. Depending on what he plays here, we might want to push opposite lane, guys. If he commits a bunch of elixir that we know he shouldn't be using, then we certainly are going to slow roll this. So yeah, the Electro Wizard coming out, we are going to 100% slow roll this. We're going to let the Electro Wizard come up and absolutely tag us up. And if he poisons here, I'm going to be feeling alright, guys. I am going to be feeling alright. Let's go ahead and go with our Goblin Cage. Let's go with our Flying Machine. We are going to absolutely take this down. We can expect to see some minions here. Where are the minions, sir? Let's go ahead and Royal Hogs. We're going to arrows the minions that are surely going to be coming down left lane. We're going to go ahead and do that now. As you see, the arrows are taking out just about everything. The Electro Wizard comes down, guys, and that is going to be so much damage. As you see there, the slow roll double lane push, just really not too much he can do there, and his tower has gotten so low to the point where our fireball is going to absolutely crush him, guys. And we can go ahead and go with a Goblin Cage here. We have our Royal Recruits, defensively speaking, to absolutely overwhelm this P.E.K.K.A. So this guy is just simply looking outmatched here. The Bar Barrel comes down to do some splash, and guys, the poison comes down as well, but we are going to be able to sneak down some Royal Hogs, and I genuinely don't think there's anything he can do. He says the good game. That is going to be an awesome match. In 3 games, 3 very controlled wins, and you see there our deck working exactly how it's supposed to. An awesome match against P.E.K.K.A. Bridge spam. So this is that night number 3. As you saw there, the slow rolled control types playstyle is absolutely broken with this deck here today. This deck certainly works all the way from Marine 11 pretty much on from that. It all depends on the player and your card levels that you're going to be using it with. This is certainly one of the stronger meta decks we're going to be showcasing today. Deck number 4 today, we are going to be showcasing a Golem deck here with the cannon cart once again. As you know, cannon cart is actually so strong, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, an incredibly underrated card. And with the lumberjack in here, the Golem and double dragon deck here is going to be coming in at number 4. It's an incredibly strong deck because once again, you do have the spells to encompass your Golem pushes, and overall defensively, you have the cannon cart, you have the double dragon, you'll be able to absolutely destroy people, and then that cannon cart with lumberjack in the Golem is just crazy. And now you might notice 4.3 average elixir cost. It's a very heavy deck. You want to play slow, and you want to make sure in double elixir you'll be crushing your opponent. Alright guys, we're saying good luck to James here. We have a pretty defensive starting hand, so we're honestly gonna let him make the first move. If he goes with something in the back, we're gonna just chill. But for now, honestly, let's go ahead and go with our barbarian barrel once these skeletons get a little closer, and then we'll see if he makes a play to that. And what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to cycle so then we can get this NATO down just in time. That placement right there is beautiful. So the Hog Rider gives us King Tower activation. We're going to give him some love for that. And our Barbarian also hits that tower on the left. That is just what you really do love to see, guys. So we're going to go for a cannon cart in the back. If he wants to use a massive spell here to try and take out the cannon cart, be my guest. And hopefully we're going to be able to counter push this, guys. So the fireball comes out. That is honestly what we really do love to see. We're going to be able to go with a Golem here right at the bridge. A super aggressive Golem. Not going to lie, this might not work out if he has a good defense here. If he throws down an Infernal Tower, this is going to be rough. The Golem, luckily, not going to see the cannon, and he does not have that log to save him, guys. The Electro Spirit's going to help out there, but the Musketeer will die to that Mega Minion, which is absolutely huge, guys. So the tower will take so much damage there. Unfortunately, our Mega Minion does go down, but overall, so much damage being dealt. That is what we really do love to see, guys. So we'll see if he goes with his Hog Rider. Let's go ahead and Barbarian Barrel here, kind of try and force out more elixir, and once again, we have way slower cycle than our opponent here, guys, so we want to be very careful by keeping our Inferno Tower, or sorry, our Tornado in cycle with his Hog Rider as much as possible, because there's nothing he can do here. Even if he goes with a free spell or something, this Hog Rider is getting yeeted to our King Tower, and you'll see it's going to absolutely crush. So the Electro Dragon moving up, he will also have to spend elixir on. We do see the Musketeer, which is awesome. So he'll be able to defend that, guys. Let's go ahead and honestly go with a cannon cart right here. We're going to try and take out this Musketeer along with that Electro Spirit. I'm actually kind of glad he's using extra elixir. He's wasting it there. So we are going to push up because we know he's got much less elixir than us because he used the Fireball. He used the Electro Spirit. He will be able to kite all of this, it looks like, but the Lumberjack will not get seen by that. That is going to be awesome for us. We take tower just knowing he doesn't have a whole lot of elixir. So going against Hog 2.6, I mean, we're feeling good about this, guys. We're going to go for the Golem here. We do have King Tower activation, so we're only going to Barb Barrel this. We know he doesn't have free spell or something. The King Tower along with the Barb Barrel will actually help us destroy that Hog Rider, and we are going to build up a massive push here, hopefully baiting out the Fireball here with the cannon cart, so then we can go with our double dragon behind this Golem and absolutely crush, guys. Let's see what's going on. There is the Fireball, there's the log. Not something you really want to do, guys, because look at this. Now our double dragon is going to absolutely destroy him, and we're going to go ahead and go with our Musketeer. We're going to go with our, we're going with our Mega Minion. We're going with our Barb Barrel. We are absolutely destroying everything here, and the Fireball completely misses everything. This is going to be another 3 crown by the looks of it, because there's just too much happening, and he is going to get completely taken down by this, guys. The Lumberjack, the Mega Minion, everything's coming in. The Golem deck's absolutely crushing today, guys. That is another 3 crown. So 3 out of 4 games have been a 3 crown, and the other one was a dominant performance victory. Single crown, though. Wow, very good deck. The 4.3 average elixir Golem deck absolutely clutching up there for us, guys. That was an awesome match. So let's move on to the final match of the day and final deck. It's going to be a 3.9 average elixir Mega Knight deck. The one here with the Electro Wizard, Bandit, Poison, and Snowball. This is an incredibly meta deck. It counters a lot of decks, and if played correctly, depending on the player using it, obviously it can go super high on ladder and create so many strong pushes. So Ricardo, what do you have in store for us, guys? The final match of the day, we are going to start off here with a Bandit at the bridge. See what he's got going on. A very aggressive play. Bandit comes down from of his own. Snowball was terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought he was gonna let our Bandit go. Definitely was not the case, though. The Electro Wizard will get a hit off, and what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and go with a Ram Rider, I guess. Not going to be ideal, but it will get the job done. What does he got for this, guys? He's going with the P.E.K.K.A. Very, very interesting. So he did just go with his Electro Wizard, so unless he has Zap or like a Rocket or Fireball, this Inferno Dragon will get us so much value. I guess he does not have Zap, so the Inferno Dragon there absolutely cooking this P.E.K.K.A, guys. Awesome value for us. Awesome value. That is what you like to see. Knowing your opponent's deck, of course, always going to be helpful. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go for this. We're going to go for this. We're going to try our best to kill this Hog Rider. And assuming he does have, I mean, he might have an Inferno Dragon himself, so we're definitely going to get this Electro Wizard down regardless of what he places, just to ensure that our Mega Knight does not go down here. He places an Ewiz of his own. We're probably going to see a Bandit as well. We're going to let this Mega Knight just hop. We're going to let the Ewiz crush that, and that is going to be so much damage onto this guy's tower. And while he is just trying to defend it still for some reason, we're going to push on with a lot of pressure left lane, causing the Ram Rider to hopefully connect, guys. Let's go ahead and honestly go with a Bandit here. We will defend even though we are low on elixir, because look at how much tower damage lead we have, guys. The Ram Rider and the right tower are both incredibly low. The Bandit here will also dash, getting us even more damage. And Ricardo, we're just gonna say good game and see if he lets us have this, because that was a pretty rough start, to say the least, for Ricardo. Overall playing, the playstyle there was just beautiful. Let's go ahead and go with an Inferno Dragon in the back. I'm a little bit stumped here because obviously we got to be very careful of that Electro Wizard, guys. But what we will see is a Hog Rider, so we will 100% deal with that as necessary. The Firecracker comes out. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and ignore the Royal Ghost. The Mega Knight and P.E.K.K.A are fighting it out. The Electro Wizard comes down, and the Mega Knight will luckily walk away with that. Let's go ahead and go with the Ram Rider. Let's go ahead and go with the Bandit. We got so much stuff moving up. He doesn't have any way of stopping our Ram Rider by the looks of it, so that will ultimately be an entire tower falling, guys. The Hog Rider here will go down. The Inferno Dragon will 100% take this tower along with the Snowball, and we're going to go ahead and go with another Inferno Dragon. Say good game. And guys, 4 out of 5 decks, 3 crowning the opponents. I can't say this enough. I can't stress this enough. These decks are incredibly strong in the October season, so I do truly appreciate all you guys watching until the end of the video. If you watched until the end, definitely comment something fun down below. Comment like, comment Chad Rider down below if you watched the entire video. You guys are legends. I do truly appreciate it. But as you see here, the 3.9 average elixir Mega Knight deck completely crushing that P.E.K.K.A player right there, guys. So overall, all very strong decks in the current meta. They will all be linked down below if you'd like to copy them down. And I do once again appreciate everyone to watch until the end. And if you haven't already, for some strange reason, subscribed, make sure to do so, guys. I do really appreciate the support. Have a great day, everybody. Master Diddy Sad out.